So in this video, we'll be discussing about basic 4 points: constructors, modifiers, inner classes, and scanner class. So scanner is mainly which is used to get the input, and constructors are that's what I'll be discussing first. So let's just without wasting any time start it. So I have this one class in which I would be doing anything. So in this I just create a int x and I just initially declare it. I don't initialize it. And then I do public date and I create a method with the same name as the class I have created. Okay, and inside this I do x is equals to 5 and semicolon, and I here just do what you can say date in my obj is equals to new date 10, and I just do system dot out dot print. In this I do my obj dot x, and now if I run this, so constructor is basically which help us to make the first initialization of the variables which are available in that class. So we can also add a constructor in the employee class which we had. We just needed to create a public employee method there, and we can have every values given to it. Data not find load the main class data cause java dot lang not found exception data. Java 5 as you see, because it is 5. What I could have also done is I could have used this as a parameter. In this I take a parameter y and I do this. I haven't defined it type, so it was giving me error, and here in 10 I just give 10. So now if I run it, you'll see this value is 10. So same I could have done with employee. I have could done like string first name, string second name, string third name, and so, and use them in the names, and I could have been easily create the constructor for the employee class. Okay, and it would be great if you just try to do it. Now moving further constructors. Moving further to the modifiers. What are modifiers? Java. So you remember about these public, static, and different which we use here. See, here I use private, here I use public, and we also have protected here. Right. So these are the modifiers. Okay, let me just give you a basic idea. There are two types of modifiers. First one is access modifiers. These are the private. Is it a private one? This caps lock. Private. Then we have public, which are available to everyone, and then we have protected. This is mainly the visibilities of the classes, like visibilities of the classes. Okay, then we have non-access modifiers. Non-access modifiers. These are basically the static, final, abstract, which we have already used, and then it's synchronized. You know about public and private. Let me just demonstrate one for protected, and for static, final and. So to know about these, let's just have a basic code, because if you don't code, you won't be getting a good understanding of it. I have defined a integer count 0 which is private, so it would be only used inside this class or the methods of this class. Okay, then what I do, I do public static final max count equals to 100. Now final here means like its value can't be changed. Once declared, it will be always be 100 only. Then I do public synchronized void increment. Synchronize is mainly which help us to get a consistency in the project for any variable or thread. It will be allowing only one thread to use this. No more than one thread can be using it and change the values of anything. Okay. So max count is equal to I do count plus plus. Okay. Yes. And I create a protected synchronized and get count. This I return count. Simple as that. So if I go here and apart from this, my objects, what I try to do, I just try to call get count function. And I'm seeing an error. Cannot make a static reference to a non-static method. Get count from the type data. What if I try to call increment? So now apart from getting this X, let me just get count here. And for this, I do my obj dot increment. And if I just try to run it, see, I get a value of 1. Because till now only if I run it again, okay, because I have only incremented it one time. If I try to increment it 2 times, it would be 2. Okay, and I can also run a loop here, right? And if I try to do it more than 100 times, it will be still giving me a value of 100. You can try it. So here I have given you the understanding of all. Modifiers are done. Now moving forward, I talked about inner class and outer class. That is very simple thing. I have a outer class, inside that I have an inner class, so I can get a value of inner class from the outer class. Simple as that. Like in this day 10, I create another class, inner class. Simple. And here I just do system dot out dot println inner class. Simple as that. but it is giving me a error here. Why? Error on document dot out dot print ln. I think it is a class, so I can't define. I can just return count my let's just do minus minus. In this, I just do int y is equals 5, 6, comma. Okay. This is the day 10, which would be the outer class. This is the inner class. Okay. So in this, I can just do so my j that inner class dot y, but I haven't created the object for that. You see, that is the issue. So I first need to do data dot inner class obj2. After that, I can do new data dot inner class. Now, if I do here obj2 and inside that I try to call y obj2, this new data dot inner class, no enclosing instance of type data is accessible, must qualify the allocation with the enclosing instance of type data. Sorry, I missed this. And here would be no new. And here would be my obj. Yes. You see? So, what we basically did here, like if I had a class, inside this class I have another class. This was the data. This is the inner class. Okay. Now I want to have another instance of the inner class from the outer class. So what I did, I run this line. I created a new inner class and then I used it values. So if it had any other methods available here, I could also have used this. So what this mainly means that we can have nested classes in Java. We can then use them as we want. Okay, so this is the concept of outer class and inner class. Now the fourth thing which I thought be talking today would be is import. Mainly today we'll be discussing about scanner. You know what is a scanner? Everyone knows it. What is a scanner is, right? I think so. Everyone knows. It helps you to scan things. So in Java, it's like the thing which help us to get the values from the user in the terminal. Okay. So here I just do this. I can do scanner. My scanner equals to new scanner. And this I do system dot and do something. Can you right now? Now I have defined this. Now I do system dot out dot println. This I do enter number. Now this is something which will be telling the user to enter a number. Now I have to write the code to get the value as well using the scanner. So how I do it? I do integer number is equals to my scanner dot next int. That's it. And now I just do system dot out dot println and third number plus number. So if I just do now, it asks me enter number 12 and so to enter number what? 12. Okay, that's it for this video. Now from next video, most probably we'll be starting on creating some basic programs in Java like tables using nested loops to design some triangular star patterns and some basic programs which we should do before starting to creating the APIs and web development. So that's it. Ta-da.